Hello, I'm your host, and today we are taking a look at Morphologist VOD on Twitch, in which he was complaining about the A2. I'm not big for long introductions. Let's just get right into this thing.
Here he comes. At this point, because I'm a Centurion, I have no idea it's an A2. Now I know it's an A2. People have alerted me that it's an A2.
Okay, first of all, you can't have the realistic expectation to take down A2 with a Centurion. That's essentially never going to work unless he has no shields. Even then, the A2 has a lot of HP. It's going to be a while before you shoot that thing down. And I don't see anybody else in the sky shooting this A2. You having that expectation is kind of stupid.
He's coming in. You got our guys on the ground. Everyone's trying to shoot him. He's coming at pretty much full speed. Point blank, drops the bomb and suicide runs.
You can't call it a suicide run because it appeared that he was trying to get away. From what I was seeing there, it appeared that he was trying to drop the bomb really quick and get away. What probably happened is he didn't have enough boost to get back over that mountain. He didn't have enough thrust on his bottom lifters to get back over that mountain. So really, from my perspective, it was a poor bombing run by the A2. I'm not the best at making bombing runs with the A2. It's one of my favorite ships in the game, but I can admit I'm not the best at it. You know what I mean? Like I don't get salty at shit like this because I understand what Jumptown is, especially after they've increased the server capacity. Let's continue. Let's see what else he's talking about.
All right, if you didn't catch that, don't worry, it's gonna play again.
And you said he suicide bombed, and I still see like everybody in your party alive here. So like I don't understand like what the issue here is. Are you mad that the drugs were destroyed? Is that the problem? Were some ships destroyed? Is that the problem? Because that's the entire point of this Jumptown event. The point is chaos. He came in, he caused a little chaos. Hey, I come in with my A2 at Jumptown, cause a little bit of chaos from time to time too. You know what I mean? So again, I see nothing wrong with what he did. You can attempt to call it a suicide run if you want, but for me, a suicide run in a game is when you're taking a vehicle and you have no intention of trying to get away. If he was trying to suicide, he would have dropped the bomb, right? And he would have crashed his ship directly into where the players were. But it looked like he was trying to get away, like I said. But let's keep going.
Here it comes again. Same clip. All right, so here's the thing. The A2 is not fun. This bombing shit is not fun. I don't care what people are saying on Twitter about all these stupid ass counters that they think work. When this can happen, there's no counter to it. All you got—
There is a counter to it. Bring a fully crewed hammerhead. You'll melt an A2 quickly. Bring a fully crewed hammerhead. In fact, bring a fully crewed hammerhead with ballistics. You'll melt an A2. Even though the ballistics do fire a little bit slower, right? But if you're in range and you have good gunners on that A2 with ballistics, you're gonna melt an A2. It's not gonna stand a chance. I remember there was a session that I was playing and I tried to fuck around with my A2 and there's some hammerheads around and I ran away pretty quickly because I realized that there was no way that I was going to take on a fully crewed hammerhead, especially by myself. And it looked like this guy was a solo pilot. You know, it wasn't me. You know, I wish it was me, right? Because I love coming to Jumptown, just causing chaos. I don't care about getting drugs. I don't care about making money at Jumptown. I just go to Jumptown for fun. That's it. And this guy is apparently, you know, over salty about a PvP event. Like, come on, dude. You got to do better than this, bro. This is not a good look. But let's get on to his reasoning. Let's try to give him the benefit of the doubt and let's see what his reasoning is.
What you gotta do is fly in at full speed, and because of how much health the A2 has, there's no way you're going to kill it. You have to be in front of it with a torpedo and hope to God your fucking torpedo hits.
You don't need a torpedo. Torpedoes are not always the answer. You can get a fully crewed hammerhead, have it around Jumptown, have it parked over Jumptown, and anybody that tries to come in, they're gonna see a hammerhead and they're gonna be like, oh fuck, that's the counter. Like, I don't understand what the issue is. Like, why are you so adamant in complaining about this? You know what I mean? If this is so bad for you, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, morphologist, stick to doing your architect review videos. Stick to the PvE stuff. Don't come around PvP complaining that, you know, people are using ships for their intended role. The intended role for the A2 is to bomb ground targets, right? Right now, there are no gameplay loops for the A2. Do you understand that? The only way that there is gameplay loops for the A2 is this specific event, because this is the only time where you're going to find targets on the ground. So you're asking, right? You're essentially saying that this ship should not be in this capacity right now. Its only role, right? It's not its only role, because I mean, to be honest, I do use my A2 to take my ground mining vehicles around to do mining. Other than that, its primary role, I have no gameplay loops for that. So Jumptown is the only opportunity where I get to practice bombing runs against live targets. Okay, until they get more NPCs running around on the grounds and we have more bad guy missions where the bad guys are outside. This is the only gameplay loop. This is it.
Not to mention that you have to make sure, look, space is fucking huge.
No shit.
Planets are fucking huge.
No
Excuse
shit.
my language, but I want to be clear about this. They can come from any direction, and you only have maybe a handful of eclipses. What's the chance you're going to be looking the right direction?
That's why you bring a hammerhead. You bring a multi-crew ship. There's a video on my channel in which I was with a group. I joined up randomly in the game lobby. I said, hey, who needs a gunner for their ship during Jumptown, right? This guy said, I do. Joined up with him on Discord, and we go to Jumptown, right? We get with another organization, and we say, you know what? Pretty much, we'll patrol the skies. You guys will get the drugs. Give us half. Cool. We literally chased away everyone that was trying to come kill us, and eventually we got shut down by a torpedo. There have been other times where I played Jumptown, in which either a retaliator or a redeemer comes in with a size 9 torpedo and shoots the ships on the ground. That's not the intended roleplay for either of those two ships, but people still do it. So are you saying that we should take away some of these gameplay loops for certain ships to appease your happiness in the game, to make sure that you have a good time in the game, because only you having a good time in the game matters? Is that what you're saying?
And be in front of the A2 before it does this. It's just unreasonable to expect that you're going to stop an A2 that does this.
You can stop an A2. I've been stopped in my A2. I've stopped other people in A2s in a fully crewed hammerhead. What's the issue? You can't sit up here and complain about something and then try to force an outcome based on your feelings, because at the end of the day, it's just a game, bro. It's a game. Play it, don't play it. If it's so difficult for you, like I said, either stick to reviewing ships as an architect or don't play the game at all. Those are your two options, right? But don't get on here and start making videos talking about we should stop something, right? If anything, you should get on here and be like, hey, CIG, why don't you fix the elevator on the A2 so we're not going through the bottom of the ship, so that we know when the elevator from our ship is coming down? Because there's nothing wrong with this event, right? I think that CIG needs to make more simplistic events like this, right? You just have like a thing that's there and everyone's fighting over it. That should be it. You know what I mean? I would even like them to see like another type of event where there is on a certain spot of a moon, like Lyra or something like that, where Nine Tails take over a Quantanium deposit and players have to go fight over the Quantanium because they're high yielding rocks. You know what I mean? I would like to see shit like that in the game where it's just pure and utter chaos. That's what I would like to see. What I don't want to see is people getting on the internet complaining about a ship in the game when the game already has so many things that need to be fixed, and you want an A2 to be stopped when it has no other roles in the game. There are no other gameplay loops for this one particular ship, but you're complaining that it suicide bombed, but it killed nobody. I don't even think the bomb killed anybody. I think just a couple of ships were blown up, at least in his party, right? Because I can still see everyone in his party still alive. So I don't understand what he's complaining about. This literally makes no sense. Let's continue.
Because you can't. Those people are dumb. They are dumb because they don't know that this can happen. Even though I said very clearly in my post, look, you can suicide bomb.
Dude, you're not even hitting the ship. I'm looking at this right now. All of his shots are missing. So not only are you complaining, you're not even hitting the ship. You're getting no hits on your pip. Like, it's not even, I saw like one green pip. You're missing every single shot and you're complaining. You're missing all your shots, yet you're complaining. Say that again for a third time. You're missing all of your shots and you are complaining. I ain't seen one green pip pop up, maybe like once. And it looks like he might be out of range.
I'm with the A2, and there's nothing you can do about it, and they just completely ignored that comment. If someone wants to ruin your day...
See, his major mistake here when he was trying to shoot his A2 was he was using lead pip, right? When it's PvP, right, it's better to use lag pip. It's much better to use lag pip because you're going to see where your shots land versus that lead pip, which is going to lead you, and it's not always going to be accurate. The lag pip is so much more accurate, and since I've switched to that, it's made my combat like that much better, right? And that's an improvement that I'll take, you know what I mean? So he's complaining about something, not hitting his shots, his friends didn't die. So what's your argument here? That somebody ruined your fun? That you couldn't go and make your perfect video and the outcome's exactly as you envisioned it in your mind? This is Star Citizen. Nothing goes according to the plan in this game. And that's just something I've come to accept in Star Citizen. That's just how it is. Nothing's gonna go according to plan. In fact, it's probably gonna be very bad, but that's the game. You can't have an event like this and not have a degree of risk involved. There's a degree of risk, okay? The mission which you're playing right now is to steal drugs. You're taking drugs. Other people want the same drugs, right? That's the mission, and it's a free-for-all. There's no sides. There are no lines drawn in the sand. There's none of that. It's just pure and utter chaos. I don't get what your complaint here is, and I think it's unwarranted.
This is what they gotta do. This is the I win button right now. There's nothing you can do to stop this.
There is no, he didn't win anything. He's dead. His character is dead and his ship is destroyed, okay? The A2 has a 42-minute respawn time. With expediting, you have to wait 13 minutes to get it instantly expedited. Depending on where his spawn point is, okay, it's gonna take him at least 15 to 20 minutes to get back there. So who really won? You're still there, obviously. Your friends are still alive. What are you complaining about? If anything, we would have just been laughing at that guy. The guys that I roll with in Star Citizen, we would have just been laughing. We would have been just like, oh, look at this dumbass in this A2. I'm not saying no one else died in the game. That's not what I'm insinuating here, right? I'm not insinuating that his bomb wasn't effective on players that are not in his party, right? But in any case, he can do what he wants at Jumptown. There's nothing that specifically tells this guy that's flying the A2 that he has to do the mission the right way. There's nothing. Sorry.
Unless you have like a fleet of 20 people and they're all in eclipses and God.
You don't need that. 1 or 2 fully crewed hammerheads will prevent most A2s from trying to fly at you, right? Because even with a fully crewed A2 versus a fully crewed hammerhead, the hammerhead's gonna win every time unless that hammerhead crew is incompetent. So I don't want to hear it, bro. Your claims and what you're saying is completely unwarranted.
God forbid somebody brings fighters and kills you all. This is gonna happen. You cannot stop this from happening.
You can't stop it from happening. Like I said, bring a hammerhead, fully crewed. Even if you don't have the hammerhead fully crewed, even if the hammerhead is like 90% crewed, you will still beat an A2. Still, morphologist. So stop complaining. Stop complaining. Why are you crying so much?
All right, you can fill the fucking server. Yeah, maybe that's the only way, so there are no more slots.
You can fill the fucking server. Shut up. Why are you so salty about this? Why are you so mad about this? You sound weak right now, man. Your mind sounds weak, period. What are you gonna do? Do you want CIG to watch your video and be like, oh, yeah, maybe we should do something about this. Maybe we should nerf the A2, right? The only reason this guy is complaining is because he's on the receiving end. And he really wasn't on the receiving end because he didn't get blown up, he didn't die, right? But because he saw a bomb explode and a ship explode and it halted his operation, he's pissed about it. Oh, fucking well. Get over it, right? Change your tactics. Find a new way. If you don't have people in the skies with a hammerhead when you're doing Jumptown, you're probably wrong. If you're not with anybody that has a hammerhead, you're probably wrong. This is the meta right now. And let me just make a caveat here. Do you honestly believe that when these capital class ships come out and you have events like Jumptown, do you not think people are going to show up to these events with capital ships? Let's say somebody rolls in with an Idris and they do the same thing. They destroy every ship on the ground, they kill everybody. Is he going to then complain that we don't need capital ships? The capital ships are too strong. You know what I mean? It's a slippery slope is what he's doing. You can't force outcomes. The opportunity of Jumptown is to make money. You may not make any. You may make some. You may make a lot. You may die in the process. But the entire point of the event is chaos. That's it. You know how many times I've died playing Jumptown, dude? You know how many times I've died playing Jumptown? A lot. We don't get mad, we just get even, bro. There have been times where a retaliator has come and blown up our ships time and time again. So we know what we did. We baited that retaliator and we fucked him up. We fucked that retaliator up. So don't sit here and tell me that there's no counter to it. There's always a counter. You're just not thinking of it. You just want to complain and you want to try to establish this fake moral high ground, which there is none in this case. They're not the end all be all, dude.
Nuts for somebody to do this. But maybe, I think that's the only way. You just you get 120 people in your party.
No.
And you get into a server and then it'll never happen, right?
That's weak. That's weak. Why do you have to have everyone on your side? So you want to go in, this guy doesn't want any opposition. This guy can't have anybody going against him. What kind of mindset is that? If anybody follows this guy, just listen to what he's saying with an objective and an open mind. He's saying he wants to fill a server with everyone in his party so that he can go to Jumptown and he can have a good, safe time. This is the persistent universe. Safe is not a thing. Everything is dangerous. Everything is going to be messy. It's not going to always be pretty. Sometimes you can log down Jumptown for a couple of hours and make a couple of million, whatever. And sometimes it's not going to work. But you having the victory every single time is unwarranted. It's stupid. It's soft. It's weak. This is the kind of guy that would be in the Modern Warfare 2 lobby and then go cry to Xbox. Call up Microsoft, be like, everyone in the lobby is so mean. They're so against me. They keep hitting me with nukes. The nukes are too powerful. Take him out of the game. That's what this guy is. It's exactly what he sounds like. He's soft and he's weak. If you don't like it, stick to whatever else you're doing. Stick to the other content that you make. Find other gameplay loops. This is not the only one. I got tired of playing Jumptown. So you know what I did? I didn't do the event. I got tired of playing Star Citizen. You know what I did? I didn't play it. I played something else. This is the solution. There's no one forcing you to do this. You're doing this, complaining. You didn't die. You weren't harmed. Your party wasn't harmed. So what is the issue? They're all alive. I see them all their icons right here. They're all alive. Normally you get hit with an A2 bomb, a size 10, and you get evaporated from the map. You get deleted from the map. There's nothing left, but his guys are still right there. And he's complaining for what? If anything, he should be happy. Be like, hey, you guys good? Okay, good. Well, we don't have to worry about the A2 for at least another 15 minutes. So let's hustle up, get these illegal drugs, and get the hell out of here. That would be my mindset. And that would be the mindset of people that I play this game with. But this guy, he's soft and he's weak. Sorry, dude. I'm just calling how I see it. And if you want to talk to me about it, you can. If anybody disagrees with me, comment down below. Let's have a discussion about this, because this guy right here are the reasons that video games today suck. Guys like this, guys that want to force these outcomes, guys that want to make games easy, guys that want to do like all this shit based on some stupid moral high ground that they think they have and they don't. He's why games suck. People like this, guys like this, they get on these platforms and they try to make these grandiose statements and they're not saying anything. He didn't die. His friends didn't die. The A2 died. He didn't win anything. He didn't get away with the drugs. He didn't get anything. But yet he's still complaining. If you guys disagree, comment down below. Until next time, I've been your host and you guys have been awesome. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.